All right, so I was called to do a reading. My name is Beverly, but there's channels called Baby Bud. I haven't really. This is my first reading on YouTube, so I haven't really figured all that out yet. But I was called to do a reading for the divine masculine and divine feminine, surrounding this energy coming from the harvest full moon, which is a lot about dealing with old pain and hurt that's deep inside, and being faced with it and having to deal with those emotions. And especially with Saturn coming out of retrograde, it's going to be a lot about that karma, whether good or bad, coming back to us. So what I did was a spread that discusses the divine masculine and divine feminine, their hearts, their minds, their souls, and how they feel about each other. And then I also pulled a spirit animal. So our divine masculine, he's very much has a lot of options. Like I got the 7 of Cups for him. So to me, that's a lot of passion and going for what you want, I guess, like passion, lust, or love. But I feel like in this sense for me, I felt like it was that he had a lot of that coming towards him, and that if he wanted to take it, he could. And then if he wanted to be passionate about it, he could. And then in his heart, he's very happy. Like he's surrounded by good people, and the 9 of Cups, he's almost received his wish fulfillment. He's almost to that 10 of Cups. So it's like he's happy, surrounded by good people, and knows what he wants, is what I'm getting from this, especially because in his mind right now he's very focused on 3 of Pentacles. He's very focused on his money, and finding the best way to get it, and even working with others to get there. But it's like he's focused on getting up to the top of this mountain so he can have what he wants to, and figuring out the best way to get there and to do that. And then in his soul, he's got the Mother of Cups, which the Mother of Cups is Gemini Cancer energy. Again, there's a lot of cups here, and a little bit of earth energy, a little bit of water. So it could be somebody that has water in their sign, which would be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But this person is very intuitive, and they know what they want. They're intuitive. It's mind and heart. So they can be a little colder and sensitive, but it's just because they know what they want, and they don't want to get hurt because they're so sensitive. So they have the balance of both worlds, but they can also be a little protective. So overall, I mean, he has a lot of very positive cards. I do want to, let me just clarify. I do want to clarify the 7 of Cups. Oh, wow. So we got the 8 of Swords. So to me, it seems like he has these opportunities and a lot of love that he can give, but it's almost like he's stuck in his head. It's like he doesn't know which way he wants to go. He doesn't know if he wants to take this option or that option, or which option he wants to take and which is best. So he's just staying here. It's like he could be this beautiful butterfly that just blossoms and transforms with a beautiful partner, but he's just stuck in his head. He doesn't know what he wants, which way he wants to go. So he just doesn't go. He just stays there. So now for the feminine, we got the Fool as her main energy, which is surrounded by positive cards, because we have the High Priestess here too, and then we have the 8 of Wands. And to me, this is somebody that's, with the High Priestess in her heart, somebody that's very intuitive and spiritual. So she's not playing games. Like, she knows what she wants. She's intuitive and spiritual, so you can't play with her. You can't lie to her, or make her doubt in any way, or play those dumb little games that we play around with when we're young and immature, or at least I like to call them that, or the games that are just played nowadays. But she's very connected to her intuition and spiritual side. And I mean, it could be that something's coming to light, but I think whatever's coming to light, maybe it's something about herself with this harvest moon energy that needed to come to light, some old past hurt or something that has been coming up, and making her clear that out so she can reach her spiritual side and her intuition, so that none of that will happen again. But she's got to let go of that first. But with these two together, even if it is something that's coming out, like something that needs to come to light, she's handling it, not like, she's not scared. She's going forward, and she's taking charge and doesn't have fear to face it. So whatever's coming to light, she's facing it, dealing with it, and moving forward so she can get to this intuitive side of herself and that spiritual side of herself. So I think it's good energy with this. She's very confident in what she's doing. And then for the Eight of Wands, which is in the mind, this is all about wanting stability and being stable and protecting like the home, contentment in the home, loving your home. But the only thing about this is that sometimes when you have this card, because it's fire energy, so it's very passionate energy, moving forward quick, passionately. Sometimes you forget to be faithful, be thankful for what you have and what you were provided and what you were given. So don't forget about that. Remember just to be thankful for all the blessings you have received, and don't overlook that. Don't overlook all those positive things that have come. And then for the Soul, it's the Daughter of Pentacles. So, which this is all about going in a direction and moving forward. And usually it has to do, this is a lot of earth. This is earth energy. It's not a lot. This is earth energy. So this is like a lot about money, career, education. So either moving forward with something education-wise, or in a new career, or something surrounding money, something that will help you grow. So it's funny though, because you both seem on the same page with that. Like when it comes to your mind and soul, is you're moving forward towards stability and this new path of education so that you can gain this stability. And he's up here in his mind working towards stability as well. He wants to gain the stability up here, and he's diligently working towards this, which is probably also why he's just like, F love, I don't need this right now. I'm working on my stability. He's not worried about getting out of this cocoon, because he's over here trying to get his money up so he can have stability as well. So now when it comes to how you see each other, and this could be somebody you're with, this could be somebody you haven't met yet, because you never know. So he sees you as the Magician, which you have every element in this card. He sees you as somebody that makes things happen. You're resourceful, make magic happen. You can take the tiniest little thing. You could take a seed and grow a tree out of it, a money tree on top of that. So you're very resourceful, and you have taken power into your own hand. You're intellectual, and you have higher communication and intellect. The only bad thing is, I don't see this being a negative, because there's a lot of positive cards on here, but just remember to always be smart about your decisions and use your intellect and make sure you communicate. But this is how he sees you. He sees you as very resourceful. And you see him as the Emperor, which is the fire, very fiery energy. So somebody that's very strong and knows what they want, and they're driven, and when they want something, they go for it, type of energy. So you very much see him as somebody stable, which is what you want. You want stability. So you're moving towards this stability. Why would you not want to have somebody that's stable and knows what they want? Sometimes this person can be a little bit insensitive, because they think more logically in a way, instead of not even logically. They're very passionate, so sometimes they go and get things done, and they don't stop to think about emotions and your sensitivity and feelings. But that's what I have for that. So now when it comes to the spirit animals, for the divine masculine, I got the goat, which the goat says, act from your innate wisdom. And I'm going to read, these are newer cards, so I don't know these cards as well. So let's read from the goat. So with the goat, for the divine masculine, The guidance is, when you choose this card, your guidance is to be free and independent within the nurture of a loving, caring family or community. If you feel misunderstood, remember that you carry in your aura light and wisdom that are not always recognized. Do not meddle tasks that come your way graciously for this is part of life on earth. You are invited to look at the circumstances of your life and challenging situations from a higher perspective. This will bring you much peace and enable your innate qualities of love, loyalty, and caring to develop. When you can do this, your essential wisdom will shine through. You will be acknowledged by those around you. Recognize who you are, and many will be drawn to your energy. I think this has to do with this love card right here, especially because it's telling him to look at situations differently. Maybe he's a very logical person, which makes it hard for him to decide how to move forward passionately with love, and that's why he's just sitting here. But it's literally saying that looking at circumstances of life and challenging situations at a higher perspective will bring peace and enable your innate qualities of love, loyalty, and caring to develop. So I think right now that's what he needs to work on, is listening to his innate wisdom and finding that caring side of himself so he can see this situation and not just be so driven with money. You need a balance between both. And for the divine feminine, we have the wolf, which is be independent, but work together. So a lot of times I feel like, especially with this energy, this person, because there's really no water signs, no cups here. And the cups are all about the love. So I feel like this person, this divine feminine, has maybe been hurt in the past or been through so much stuff that they've kind of focused all on themselves and their career and building themselves, their spirituality and intuition and those kind of things. So they've learned to be so independent that sometimes they don't, when you're that independent, you don't find that nurturing, you kind of can be standoffish, like, oh, nope, I don't need your help. Oh, no, I don't need that. I don't need this. So it's reminding you to work together, because working with other people can actually bring you more success. So let's read from the book. Let's see, the wolf. If I can find it. There we go. So guidance. This is the card of the spiritual teacher, high priestess. This makes sense. You're a very spiritual person. When you choose it, you are reminded to be disciplined about your spiritual practices, as this is very important for your progress. Act nobly and honorably, whatever the circumstance, for many will look up to you. You must learn to trust your inner guidance. Then decide who you are with confidence and who you are confident in, and give them your loyalty. You need to know who you can trust because you have wisdom and healing to impart. Look for like-minded others and gather them to you, as together you can fulfill your mission more effectively than if you work alone. Whether you are aware of it or not, you can spread the unconditional love and light of the gold ray Christ, which has huge energetic impact on those around you. So this does come back to this. I feel like this person was hurt a lot in the past, whether it was from family, loved ones, a lover, friends. And I think they have the spirituality, but they're so closed off to love and providing that to other people. But they have such a strong aura and strong energy that they could heal so many people if they used this intuition and listened closely and allowed the right people in to build this soul family, this soul tribe, or however you want to call it, these friendships and this lover, if they don't have that person, this divine masculine, so that they can continue to grow and even bigger than what they already have. Like, they say it takes a village to raise a child. And I think that's the case in a lot of situations. You can't do everything yourself. Yes, you can be successful by yourself, but to really get to the level you want to be, you have to involve other people. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your feedback. Thanks.